Hello and welcome back to Scamp Build UK, where I am building an 11-foot, 11-inch micro-cruising dinghy as designed by John Welsford. It's Christmas week, so there's not been an awful lot going on, but let's have a look in the shed and see what's been happening. So this week in the UK it is holiday week, it being Christmas, therefore I'm off work, which means I've managed to get quite a lot of work done on the boat. It's all been lots and lots of lofting, which as you saw last week means transferring the drawings onto the plywood, which I've managed to do in between bouts of eating myself death to death with turkey and drinking far too much. So I won't bore you with the details of that, but we've made some good progress. So I've cut out both sections of the bottom of the boat, one from the entire sheet of 2,400mm ply, and the pointy bit that we did the other day, and I've just clamped them together so that we get an idea of the overall size, and also just to get an indication. So with the tape on the front, the entire length of the boat needs to be 3,250, and if we come down to the here we can see that we've got 3,255. That's good enough for me. So all we've got to do now then eventually will be to put a scarf joint there, which means running an angle across both of these pieces that we can use to glue the two pieces together. That won't be done until I've got all of the pieces cut out and I've made the jig that everything sits on, because as you can see, space is a bit of a premium. I've only got a 1 garage space to build this in, so I need to make sure I've got as much of the cutting out done so that I've got room to just do the assembly as much as possible. Well, I couldn't resist it. I had to just put the two sections of the hull together and to see if I could get an example of an idea of how big the boat is going to be when it's all finished. And I have to say, it's really sweet. So rather than continuing to bore you with endless shots of me cutting out bits of wood, which I can't do anyway because I broke the bandsaw blade. I have to wait till Monday for a new one. Anyway, I thought that we'd have another section on the age-old question of exactly what is it that a boat builder gets for Christmas. So let's have a look and see what the haul was. So first off we have a rather sweet Japanese pull saw that can be used for finishing, cutting off wooden plugs and just that kind of thing. It's really sharp and really easy to control. It comes with these two blade protectors, which are rather handy because it would be very easy to do some damage with that. And then we have the Big Brother. So this is much larger version of the same thing. Japanese pull saws are great because, well, as the name suggests, they work on the pull rather than on the push stroke, which means that you do have sort of much finer control over what you're cutting, and they're just brilliant. I love them. And then we have a Minotaur bevel gauge. So this is a tool that can be used to measure different angles. So with the bevel gauge, if you've got an angle that you need to replicate somewhere, you can measure the angle like that, and then take that, and there, for example, we can see that the angles on both sides of the bulkhead are exactly the same in the same position, which is good to know. And then finally, which was actually more of a present to myself, we have a brand new Bosch Easy Impact 18 volt impact drill. Now the drill that I have is also a Bosch, not sponsored by them in any sort of way. It's just that it's easier if you have all the same tools, because that way you can swap all the batteries out, and every time you buy a new tool that's got a battery with it, then that's compatible with all the other ones. What I really like what I really like about this is the battery charger itself is really sweet. It's just this tiny little thing here, which I've never seen that before. Usually they're much bigger, much clunkier. There's so that's have to see. I'm not actually plugged it in yet. It just slots on like that, which is really cool. I've not seen one like that before. So obviously you have the transformer on the other end, which means that that's a slightly larger affair, but that's really nice little compact little charging system. Okay, so there you have it. That's what a boat builder gets for Christmas. So it's been really great to have some time off this week to really crack on with getting the parts cut out for the boat. I think I've managed to cut out 10 parts, so we've got another 56 to go or something like that. So it's been fantastic, and it's been really nice to just have that relaxed atmosphere to do some of that work. And if you're wondering where Lodger is, well, Lodger got herself a new bed for Christmas. She very much likes it, and she's hardly left it at all week.